1 week on Thailand's Samui Island is something many people dream of. Add some racing into the mix and you have a formula for a week of high-octane fun in the sun, also known as the Samui Regatta. A beachfront social scene, which culminates in a stunning gala dinner, combined with some world-class racing, makes Samui Regatta the regatta of choice for many of Asia's best sailors each year. The 20-strong entry list included boats from Hong Kong, Singapore, Australia and Thailand, and crews from all around the world. In IRC 0, Frank Pong's 75-foot Jellic, the largest in the fleet, led the charge against 3 TP-52s, the well-campaigned Hi-Fi, the Malaysian Navy DK-47 and Ben Copley's Rykel Pugh 45. And it was Neil Pride's Hi-Fi who were early leaders, scoring a first, second and fourth on the opening 2 days. Day 3, however, belonged to Jellic, who with 2 wins from 3 races put themselves right back in the mix. Meanwhile, at the halfway point, the battle of the TP-52s was being won by Oi, who sits 3rd overall in the standings. The 840-footers in IRC 1 were raring to go, and there was much at stake. Not only were they vying for the class title, but needing to win 8 races out of a possible 10 to secure the Asian Yachting Grand Prix season title was Foxy Lady 6. Coming into Samui, the AYGP leader was Red Kite 2, and with them also competing at the regatta, they were hoping to stop Foxy Lady 6. However, heading into the lay day, Foxy Lady 6 were unstoppable, 6 wins from 6 races over the first 3 days. That was only part of the story, however, as wins were by mere seconds on corrected time, showing how close the racing is and how one bad decision could cost you the race. Meanwhile in IRC 2, El Coyote was carving out a lead with a run of first places, edging out the classically designed Sparkman and Stevens 42 San Siri. Samui Island is an ideal destination for a regatta, and the regatta itself has become a key driver for tourism on the island.
Apart from putting Samui on the map, we currently bring a lot of people down from Hong Kong, Singapore, people come around from Phuket. It is the opposite season, so it's the start of the low season in a lot of places, but it's the start of the high season of Samui. So currently this week we've probably got about 400 competitors here out on the water, which translate black and white to probably about 300-350 rooms per night. So it's quite a substantial income to Samui early season, and also these are all people who spend a lot of money in the local community. Looking at our entry forms, people give us a complete CV. I think over the last couple of years we've probably seen about, I think it's 25 houses where people say they've actually purchased houses as a result of originally coming to the regatta on the island, and if you think they are multi-million baht houses, so it's quite substantial there. A lot of people come back, especially with direct flights in now from Phuket or Hong Kong, Singapore. A lot of people come for long weekends. It's very, very popular with the sailors for birthday parties. A lot of people come down, there's people with villas here, and the whole teams come down and celebrate birthday parties and things like that on Samui, so very, very popular for that sort of thing.
The final 2 days saw consistent wins and some tough racing across the fleet. In IRC 0, with just 3 points separating the top 3 going into the final 2 days, there was plenty to play for. Mastering the conditions best was Hi-Fi, who after 9 races was announced class winner at the gala dinner. In IRC 1, the question was, could anyone halt the Foxy Lady charge over the last 2 days, and with it cause the biggest shock since the America's Cup? The answer was no. Sailing almost flawlessly throughout the week, Foxy Lady 6 stormed to the class title, leaving the rest of the fleet in their wake. and with it they were crowned winners of the AYGP 2013-2014 season.
We've owned the boat for about 2.5 years now, and we've optimized it very, very gradually, and making sure that all the tweaks we've done have been very deliberately and carefully measured. I've got a very tight core crew based around our tactician Steve McConaughey, our pitman, our trimmers, our mast and bowman, and there's a lot of synergy and real camaraderie with that. Second win in 2 years, fourth in 10 years. We're on the beach, we're standing here, our boat's right there. The weather's superb. The regatta party's 200 paces that way. What's not to like about it? Samoi's a little slice of heaven, and we're in tropical paradise. It's run by some great people, and they make it really easy for sailors to enjoy. Regatta's been pretty much picture perfect for us. Started off very, very light breeze, Richard, and breeze built up to Wednesday, and we had great breeze on Friday. A little bit down today, but we got a string of bullets across the scoreboard and dropping a second, so pretty much a perfect score for us. Fantastic week.
The dominance of El Coyote all week in IRC2 was too much for the rest. Sailing well over the last days, they secured the class win untroubled, and Sansiri had to settle for second. The 13th Samui Regatta will go down in the history books as being one of the most challenging. Light and shifty winds early on, together with moderate to fresh breeze later on, made for a regatta where making the right calls was paramount, and that is what determined the winners this year. And with the winning margins being just seconds, there was no room for mistakes. Roll on 2015.